Okay, this is our project. I'm gonna sign in first as a admin. So I'm gonna sign into the admin account. And as you can see, it's responsive. Everything on the page is responsive as well. And then we have a hamburger menu right here, which you can select to go to different pages. I'm just gonna keep it in full screen now though. So as an admin, you can create a merchant. So I'm just gonna create a merchant, oops, right here, a lem merchant. You do an email address, do a password, full name, address here, and then you do the city, state, and zip code. Yep. Then you create the merchant. So I could sign into that merchant right now, and if I go over here to manage users, this is where you can update the merchant or delete the merchant. So if I edit, let's say this to 20 Test Road and this to Rocky Hill, I save changes. You can see it's updated in the database right here. So that's updated in the database. You can see right here, Lem Merchant, Rocky Hill, and then 20 Test Road. And if I were to go ahead and delete that merchant, I could just delete it, and that is deleted from the database as well. As you can see, there's no Lem Merchant anymore. All right, this is just a reports tab. This is just total revenue and all the items sold by each merchant. Now let me log out. I'm just gonna first go into the user. This is just a standard user. And when I go into the standard user, you can see the tabs all changed. And again, responsive on all of the different user types. Now if I go to shop, you can see these don't have images as they were added before we added the images to the products. But you know, once we add more products and stuff, it's gonna have the images, it's gonna have the price, it's gonna have stock, it's gonna have everything. And if I were to buy, let's say 2 MacBooks and then one of these, add them to the cart, that's my total. Purchase is successful. Now if I go to my orders, I can see that those 2 were bought today on the 13th. And the delivery address is the address of this user's account, which is 22 Test Road, Cromwell. And then it shows the quantity, total price of each product, everything like that. Now let me go to the merchant. This is just a merchant that I had with all the products basically. But you can have different merchants. I just use this one just for every product just to keep things simple. So you have this manage products page where you can add a product, or you can go down here, you can update the products, you can delete the products, and that updates or deletes them in the database. Let's just add like an iPhone right here and do brand new iPhone 16 description. Say it's 1300 and I have 50 in stock, right? And I choose a file. This is just for the image. So there's the iPhone image right there. I'm gonna upload that and I'm gonna add the product. So once I add the product, you can see it down here. Brand new iPhone 16, price, and then 50 in stock. So there's 50 in stock right now, and every time a user buys one, like I had the MacBook Air and the Canon camera as 50 as well, but since 3 were bought, as you can see in the orders tab, so there's 2 MacBook Airs here, and there's 1, 2, 3 of these Canon cameras, and then there's also another MacBook Air right here. So there's 3 of these, which reflects on the stock as well. So the stock goes down every time someone buys one of these. And then there's also the reports. And this is just totals of everything that's sold by this merchant. And now if I log out and I log back in to the user account, you're going to see that the iPhone 16 is now available in the shop. Also, if you just want to like look at the main page, this is just the main page. There's also a start shopping button down here, which redirects you to the shopping. And as you can see, the iPhone 16 is now here. Although the image, I kind of use a low quality image, but it does the image. So there's the image right there. And if I were to buy one of these, buy now. And you can see it in my orders as well, the iPhone 16. In terms of the other stuff, we have handling. This is for the statement handling. So this is all prepared statements so that nobody can actually use the SQL injection. And then we also have the passwords, if I could find it. I think it's in the register.php. Yep, so there's the pattern, there's the password right there, and there's the pattern recognition for the password. So this is just validating the user. And I think that's it, yep. That's everything to show. This is just a diagram that we made. So how it works is there's 3 tables. The user has an ID. That ID is used in the products that of that like merchant. So that I think it's better to explain here actually. So this ID right here, as you can see, this is a foreign key to the primary key of the user ID. So you can see that user ID 3 is a merchant, and user ID 3 is right here as well. So he's selling these products, and then it creates a merchant ID for them as well. And then that merchant ID is used in here for these IDs. So these are all the merchant IDs, and then these are the customer IDs that are associated with which customer is buying each product. And then this is that product ID that I showed before, which is right here. This is the product ID. And then just other information like customer name, customer address, and all the zip codes and everything like that. And yep, that's our project.